Hi, I'm back. I'll be reading some more from this book, from this Bible. Okay, Genesis chapter 36, Descendants of Esau. This is the history of the descendants of Esau, also known as Edom. Esau married two young women from Canaan, Adah, the daughter of Elon, the Hittite, and Oholibamah, the daughter of Anah, and granddaughter of Zibeon, the Hivite. He also married his cousin Basemath, who was the daughter of Ishmael and the sister of Nebaioth. Esau and Adah had a son named Elipaz. Esau and Basemath had a son named Reuel. Esau and Oholibamah had sons named Jeush, Jalam, and Korah. All these sons were born to Esau in the land of Canaan. Then Esau took his wives, children, household servants, cattle, and flocks, all the wealth he had gained in the land of Canaan, and moved away from his brother Jacob. There was not enough land to support them both, because of all the cattle and livestock. So Esau, also known as Edom, settled in the hill country of Seir. This is a list of Esau's descendants, the Edomites, who lived in the hill country of Seir. Among Esau's sons were Elipaz, the son of Esau's wife Adah, and Reuel, the son of Esau's wife Basemath. The sons of Elipaz were Teman, Omar, Zepho, Gatam, and Kenaz. Elipaz had another son named Amalek, born to Timna, his concubine. These were all grandchildren of Esau's wife Adah. The sons of Reuel were Nahath, Zerah, Shammah, and Amizzah. These were all grandchildren of Esau's wife Basemath. Esau also had sons through Oholibamah, the daughter of Anah, and granddaughter of Zibeon. Their names were Jeush, Jalam, and Korah. Esau's children and grandchildren became the leaders of different clans. different clans. The sons of Ezhu's oldest son, Eliphaz, became the leaders of the clans of Teman, Omar, Zepho, Kenaz, Korah, Gatam, and Amalek. These clans in the land of Edom were descended from Eliphaz, the son of Ezhu, and Adah, the son of Ezhu's son, Reuel, became the leaders of the clans of Nahath, Zerah, Shammah, and Mizzah. These clans in the land of Edom were descended from Reuel, the son of Ezhu, and Bazemath, the sons of Ezhu, and his wife Oholibamah became the leaders of the clans of Jeush, Jalam, and Korah. These are the clans descended from Ezhu's wife Oholibamah, the daughter of Anah. These are all the clans descended from Ezhu, also known as Edom. Original peoples of Edom. These are the names of the tribes that descended from Seir, the Horid, one of the families native to the land of Seir, Elotan, Shobal, Zibeon, Anah, Dishon, Ezer, and Dishan. These were the Horit clans, the descendants of Seir, who lived in the land of Edom. The sons of Elotan were Hori and Hman. Elotan, Apophyes' sister, was named Timna. The sons of Shobal were Alvan, Manahth, Ebal, Shepho, and Onam. The sons of Zibeon were Aiah and Anah. This is the Anah who discovered the hot springs in the wilderness while he was grazing his father's donkeys. The son of Anah was Dishon and Olib. Amah was his daughter. The sons of Dishon were Hem, Dan, Esh, Banithran, and Keran. The sons of Ezer were Bilhan, Zaavan, and Akan. The sons of Dishan were Uzi and Aran. So the leaders of the HORITE clans were LOTAN, SHOBAL, CIBEON, ANAH, DISHON, EZER, and DIISHAN. The HORITE clans are named after the clan leaders who lived in the land of SEIR. Rulers of EDOM. These are the kings who ruled in EDOM before there were kings in Israel. Bela, son of Beor, who ruled from the city of Din, Habah. When Bela died, Jobab, son of Zerah, from Bozrah, became king. When Jobab died, Hasham, from the land of the Temanites, became king. When Husham died, Hadad, son of Bedad, became king and ruled from the city of Avith. He was the one who destroyed the Midianite army in the land of Moab. When Hadad died, Samlah, from the city of Masrekah, became king. When Samlah died, Shaul, from the city of Rehoboth, on the Euphrates River, became king. When Shaul died, Baal, Hanan, son of Acbor, became king. When Baal, Hanan died, Hadad became king and ruled from the city of Pau. Hadad, Potiphar's wife, was Mehetabel, the daughter of Metred, and granddaughter of Mezahab. Isn't that the hello? Hey, yeah, I'm okay. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. I'll have the red. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I love you too. Mwah. Love you. Bye-bye. Okay, back. And granddaughter of Mezahab. These are the leaders of the clans of Esau, who lived in the places named for them: Timna, Alvah, Jetheth, Ohol, Ibamah, Elah, Pinon, Kenaz, Tema, Ezar, Magdiel, and Iram. These are the names of the clans of Ezra, the ancestor of the Edomites, each clan giving its name to the area it occupied. Genesis chapter 37, Joseph dreams. So Jacob settled again in the land of Canaan, where his father had lived. This is the history of Jacob's family. When Joseph was 17 years old, he often tended his father's flocks with his half-brothers, the son of his father's wives, Bilhah and Zilpah. But Joseph reported to his father some of the bad things his brothers were doing. Now Jacob loved Joseph more than any of his other children, because Joseph had been born to him in his old age. So one day he gave Joseph a special gift, a beautiful robe. But his brothers hated Joseph because of their father's partiality. They couldn't say a kind word to him. One night Joseph had a dream and promptly reported the details to his brothers, causing them to hate him even more. "Listen to this dream," he announced. "We were out in the field tying up bundles of grain. My bundle stood up, and then your bundles all gathered around and bowed low before it. So are you going to be our king? Are you?" His brothers taunted, and they hated him all the more for his dream and what he had said. Then Joseph had another dream and told his brothers about it. "Listen to this dream," he said. "The sun, moon, and 11 stars bowed low before me." This time he told his father, as well as his brothers, and his father rebuked him. "What do you mean?" his father asked. Will your mother, your brothers, and I actually come and bow before you?" But while his brothers were jealous of Joseph, his father gave it some thought and wondered what it all meant. Soon after this, Joseph's brothers went to pasture the father's flocks at Shechem. When they had been gone for some time, Jacob said to Joseph, "Your brothers are over at Shechem with the flocks. I am going to send you to them." "I am ready to go," Joseph replied. "Go and see how your brothers and the flocks are getting along," Jacob said. "Then come back and bring me word." So Jacob sent him on his way, and Joseph traveled to Shechem from his home in the valley of Hebron. When he arrived there, a man noticed him wandering around the countryside. "What are you looking for?" he asked. "For my brothers and their flocks," Joseph replied. "Have you seen them?" Yes, the man told them, but they are no longer here. I heard your brothers say they were going to Dothan. So Joseph followed his brothers to Dothan and found them there. Heroes and villains. Genesis chapter 37 verses 1 to 36 and chapter 45 verses 4 to 8. Joseph, what would you do if you had older brothers and sisters who hated you? What if they tied you up and sold you to the circus? Don't laugh. It happened to Joseph. His brothers tied him up, put him in a pit, and then sold him to slave traders. Joseph ended up working in the home of a powerful Egyptian man. Through a series of events, including a stint in jail for something he didn't do, Joseph eventually became the assistant to the ruler of Egypt. One day, Joseph's brothers came begging for food. They didn't know that their little brother was the ruler. They didn't they didn't recognize him, but he knew who they were. And there he stood with all the power in the world to get back at them for selling him to slave traders. What did Joseph do to his brothers? He said, "Don't be angry with yourselves that you that you did this to me. For God did it. He sent me here ahead of you to preserve your lives. Yes, it was God who sent me here, not you." Genesis chapter 45 verses 5 to 8. It isn't easy to know what to do when people are mean to you. Should you fight back, run away, ignore them? Tell your mother or father? Sometimes the right way out just doesn't seem obvious. But even when people do very cool things, always remember that God is in control of your life. Pray for others in your family who make you mad. Jesus said, "Love your enemies. Pray for those who persecute you." Matthew chapter 5 verse 4. Matthew chapter 5 verse 44. Joseph sold into slavery. When Joseph's brothers saw him coming, they recognized him in the distance and made plans to kill him. "Here comes that dreamer," they exclaimed. "Come on, let's kill him and throw him into a deep pit. We can tell our father that a wild animal has eaten him. Then we will see what becomes of all his dreams." But Reuben came to Joseph's rescue. "Let's not kill him," he said. Why should we shed his blood? Let's just throw him alive into this pit here. That way he will die without our having to touch him. Reuben was secretly planning to help Joseph escape, and then he would bring him back to his father. So when Joseph arrived, They pulled off his beautiful robe and threw him into the pit. This pit was normally used to store water, but it was empty at the time. Then, just as they were sitting down to eat, they noticed a caravan of camels in the distance coming toward them. It was a group of ISHMAELITE traders taking spices, balm, and more from Gilead to Egypt. Judea said to the others, "What can we gain by killing our brother? That would just give us a guilty conscience. Let's sell Joseph to those ISHMAELITE traders. Let's not be responsible for his death. After all, he is our brother." And his brothers agreed. So when the traders came by, his brothers pulled Joseph out of the pit and sold him for 20 pieces of silver, and the ISHMAELITE traders took him along to Egypt. Sometime later, Reuben returned to get Joseph out of the pit. When he discovered that Joseph was missing, he tore his clothes in anguish and frustration. Then he went back to his brothers and lamented, "The boy is gone. What can I do now?" Then Joseph's brothers killed a goat and dipped the robe in its blood. They took the beautiful robe to the father and asked him to identify it. "We found this in the field," they told him. "It's Joseph's robe, isn't it?" The father recognized it at once. "Yes," he said, "it is my son's robe. A wild animal has attacked and eaten him. Surely Joseph has been torn in pieces." Then Jacob tore his clothes and put on sackcloth. He mourned deeply for his son for many days. His family all tried to comfort him, but it was no use. "I will die in mourning for my son," he would say, and then begin to weep. Meanwhile, in Egypt, the traders sold Joseph to Potiphar, an officer of Pharaoh, the king of Egypt. Potiphar was captain of the palace guard. Genesis chapter 38. Judea and Tamar. About this time, Judah left home and moved to Adullam, where we visited a man named Hirah. There we met a Canaanite woman, the daughter of Shua, and he married her. She became pregnant and had a son in Judea, named the boy Er. Then Judea's wife had another son, and she named him Onan. And when she had a third son, she named him Shlah. At the time of Shlah's birth, they were living at Kezib. When his oldest son Er grew up, Judea arranged his marriage to a young woman named Tamar. But Er was a wicked man in the Lord's sight. So the Lord took took his life. Then Judea said to E. Potiphar's brother Onan, you must marry Tamar, as our law requires the brother of a man who has died. Her first son from you will be your brother's heir. But Onan was not willing to have a child who would not be his own heir. So whenever he had intercourse with Tamar, he spilled the semen on the ground to keep her from having a baby who would belong to his brother. But the Lord considered it a wicked thing for Onan to deny a child to his dead brother. So the Lord took Onan Potiphar's life too. Then Judea told Tamar, his daughter-in-law, not to marry again at that time, but to return to her parents' home. She was to remain a widow until his youngest son, Shlah, was old enough to marry her. But Judea didn't really intend to do this because he was afraid Shlah would also die like his two brothers. So Tamar went home to her parents. In the course of time, Judea's wife died. After the time of mourning was over, Judea and his friend Hirah, the Adullamite, went to Timnah to supervise the shearing of his sheep. Someone told Tamar that her father-in-law had left for the sheep shearing at Timnah. Tamar was aware that Shlah had grown up, but they had not called her to come and marry him. So she changed out of her widow's clothing and covered herself with a veil to disguise herself. Then she sat beside the road at the entrance to the village of En-Aim, which is on the way to Timnah. Judea noticed her as he went by and thought she was a prostitute, since her face was veiled. So he stopped and propositioned her to sleep with him, not realizing that she was his own daughter-in-law. How much will you pay me? Tamar asked. I will send you a young goat from my flock, Judea promised. What pledge will you give me so I can be sure you will send it? She asked. Well, what do you want? He inquired. She replied, I want your identification seal, your cord, and the walking stick you are carrying. So Judea gave these items to her. She then let him sleep with her, and she became pregnant. Afterwards, she went home, took off her veil, and put on her widow's clothing as usual. Judea asked his friend Hirah, the Adullamite, to take the young goat back to her, and to pick up the pledges he had given her. But H-I-R-A-H couldn't find her. So he asked the men who lived there, "Where can I find the prostitute who was sitting beside the road at the entrance to the village?" "We have never had a prostitute here," they replied. So H-I-R-A-H returned to Judea and told him that he couldn't find her anywhere, and that the men of the village had claimed they didn't have a prostitute there. "Then let her keep the pledges," Judea exclaimed. "We tried our best to send her the goat. We'd be the laughingstock of the village if we went back again." About 3 months later, word reached Judea that Tamar, his daughter-in-law, was pregnant as a result of prostitution. "Bring her out and burn her," Judea shouted. But as they were taking her out to kill her, she sent this message to her father-in-law: "The man who owns this identification seal and walking stick is the father of my child. Do you recognize them?" Judea admitted that they were his and said, She is more in the right than I am, because I didn't keep my promise to let her marry my son, Saglah. But Judea never slept with Tamar again. In due season, the time of Tamar prophetess delivery arrived, and she had twin sons. As they were being born, one of them reached out his hand, and the midwife tied a scarlet thread around the wrist of the child who were paired first, saying, "This one came out first." But then he drew back his hand, and the other baby was actually the first to be born. "What?" the midwife exclaimed. "How did you break out first?" And ever after he was called Perez. Then the baby with the scarlet thread on his wrist was born, and he was named Zerah. Genesis chapter 39. Joseph in Potiphar's prophet's house. Now when Joseph arrived in Egypt with the Ishmaelite traders, he was purchased by Potiphar, a member of the personal staff of Pharaoh, the king of Egypt. Potiphar was the captain of the palace guard. The Lord was with Joseph and blessed him greatly as he served in the home of his Egyptian master. Potiphar noticed this and realized that the Lord was with Joseph, giving him success in everything he did. So Joseph naturally became quite a favorite with him. Potiphar soon put Joseph in charge of his entire household and entrusted him with all his business dealings. From the day Joseph was put in charge, the Lord began to bless Potiphar for Joseph's sake. All his household affairs began to run smoothly, and his crops and livestock flourished. So Potiphar gave Joseph complete administrative responsibility over everything he owned. With Joseph there, he didn't have a worry in the world except to decide what he wanted to eat. Now Joseph was a very handsome and well-built young man, and about this time Potiphar's wife began to desire him and invited him to sleep with her. But Joseph refused. "Look," he told her, "my master trusts me with everything in his entire household. No one here has more authority than I do. He has held back nothing from me except you, because you are his wife. How could I ever do such a wicked thing? It would be a great sin against God." She kept putting pressure on him day after day, but he refused to sleep with her, and he kept out of her way as much as possible. One day, however, no one else was around when he was doing his work inside the house. She came and grabbed him by his shirt, demanding, "Sleep with me." Joseph tore himself away, but as he did, his shirt came off. She was left holding it as he ran from the house. When she saw that she had his shirt and that he had fled, she began screaming. Soon all the men around the place came running. "My husband has brought this Hebrew slave here to insult us," she sobbed. "He tried to rape me, but I screamed. When he heard my loud cries, he ran and left his shirt behind with me. She kept the shirt with her, and when her husband came home that night, she told him her story. "That Hebrew slave you have had around here tried to make a fool of me," she said. "I was saved only by my screams." He ran out, leaving his shirt behind. Joseph put in prison. After hearing his wife's story, Potiphar was furious. He took Joseph and threw him into the prison where the king's prisoners were held. But the Lord was with Joseph there too, and he granted Joseph favor with the chief jailer. Before long, the jailer put Joseph in charge of all the other prisoners and over everything that happened in the prison. The chief jailer had no more worries after that, because Joseph took care of everything. the Lord was with him, making everything run smoothly and successfully. Okay, that's all for now. Bye-bye.